Okay, so let me start with the good morning, namaskar, and hari om to all of you. Uh, Today we will look at two things. First, we will look at how this creation has evolved, how this shrishti has come about, how man has come in this, and how the world appears for us. Okay, so these three stages are actually the stages of the spiritual dimension of this creation, the mental dimension of this creation, and the material dimension of this creation. So we will see what they are and what is their interconnection. There is an interconnection. One is the cause of the other. Okay. So we will look at that first. Let me open a whiteboard. Okay, so can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir. Right, right.
Yeah. So now you have to understand that this creation has uh, two components. Okay. The first component is energy. Yeah. So, say this is energy part. And there is something in this component which is not energy. Okay. So, let this be that part. Now, this we can call energy, and this is not energy. So, this energy is also called Shakti, and this is called purusha. This is also called Shiva. This is also called pure. This is also called pure consciousness. Okay. Uh, this is infinite and present in all time. This also is infinite. You have to try and understand it mathematically. Okay. This also is infinite and again all time, eternal. Okay. Now this part is one dimension. This dimension is called the spiritual dimension. Okay? Spiritual dimension. Is this clear so far? You have any questions?
Fine. Clear, sir.
Okay. Now, this energy, this Shakti, is so superfine that we cannot see it. Okay? This is invisible. And this non energy is also so, this also is invisible. It cannot be seen. Yeah. Okay. But what happens is when the two of them come close to each other, then something unique happens. The creation gets evolved, evolution takes place. So, this spiritual dimension is called unmanifested prakriti. Okay? And this part is called manifested prakriti. Now, manifested prakriti is made up of two dimensions. One is mind, or one can say uh, mental dimension, and second is this side, physical dimension. Okay? This is called sukshma prakriti, and this is called sthula prakriti. That means this is subtle, this is gross. Now, what happens? Let us look at the evolution. From here, it starts. The first evolute, the first product, the first output or you can say the first symbolic form of the creation is called buddhi. The way a baby is formed from an embryo, the egg, the creation, the manifested creation, the shrishti, the brahman, the prakriti comes from, starts from buddhi. So we have buddhi. This is buddhi. Okay. This is also called the universal mind. This is also called the universal mind or the cosmic mind or the universe intelligence or the cosmos intelligence. So, till this point, there is no material form, there is only knowledge. Okay? From buddhi, we get the next stage, uh, which is called ahankara. Ahankara means the individual mind. So we have the ahankara here. So this is what happened. Okay, so this is the ahankara. Okay, or this is the individual. Oh, sorry. Uh, this is the individual subconscious mind. This mind is the doer mind. The universal mind is not the doer actually. It is the collective intelligence. But ahankara at the individual level starts constructing the universe. Okay, so this is the doership mind. It is made up of two words, the name aham and kara. Okay, Aham has a special meaning. The Sanskrit alphabet, the various aksharas, are energies. Sound is an energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. So the moment we utter something, we create a sound, we say a word, it is indestructible. So akshara means indestructible, and to her are the beginning and the end of all the aksharas. So ahankara means I have all the knowledge of all the energies. And kara means I am the doer. I am the karta. I will perform the karma. I will create. So ahankara is the creator at individual level. Okay. But it can only perform under instructions from buddhi, from the universal intelligence. Clear? Hmm? Uh, is it clear so far?
Fine. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, this ahankara performs two purposes. Number one, it creates the objects in our world. And second, it creates the subject in us. So, what happens is this ahankara will, on one side, okay, it will create three important things. Number one, it will create so, what are these? The first one is manas. The second one are the jnana indriyas. The third one, karma indriyas. Okay. So, what is manas? Manas is actually can be understood as individual conscious mind. Okay. So, this individual conscious mind interacts with the universe outside. It interacts through the five Gyanendriyas, five senses of perception. It picks up knowledge from outside, okay, through the eyes, ears, nose is how they function. And karmendriyas are the five senses through which you can act outside, you can work outside, you can create something outside in the universe, okay, in the creation. So, ahankara will create 11 of them. One manas, five jnanendriyas, and five karmendriyas. So, these together, I'm going slightly into detail here, okay. These together uh, these together form what we call the subject in us. You can say the world has two parts, object and subject. So through the Jnanendriyas, we pick the world outside. Through the Karmendriyas, we act on the world outside. And through the manas, we process that information, identify, recognize that object, and pass on that information to ahankara. Okay? So, this green box at the bottom is normally called the subject. I mean, this is going a bit into detail, but it will help later on. So, this let me call the uh, subject, or you can call the subjective world. We have two worlds, inner world and outside world. So, at times we are subjective, at times we are objective. So, here the subject part is got created. And let us go further into the world of matter, world of object. How does ahankara create our physical world? Our physical world is actually not there outside. It is not that something is already there and we have come into it. It is not that the earth is already there and we have come out of our mother's womb on the planet. We are creating the planet. We are creating the outer physical reality. So, how are we creating it? We will look into that. So, from ahankara, on the other side, let us say on this side, we have So these are called tanmatras. Matras mean energy. And tanmatras are very subtle form of energy, very subtle form of matter. So now the formation of matter starts. This can be called subtle matter. Okay. And these are called panch bhootas. Okay. Panch bhootas mean mm, the world in the form of solid, liquid, gas, fire, and
Yes.
space. Okay, is this clear?
Hmm.
Yeah. So now what has happened is this part, this part is the object part. This part is the object part or objective world part. I mean, I'm giving you very rough description because we're doing it for the first time. Okay, there is a problem there. So let me. Okay, are you getting this diagram?
Yes, sir. Sir, yeah, fine. Sir, only one small better karma indriyas, jnana indriyas. Basically, senses when we are receiving, it is a jnana indriyas. When it is acting as a doing, it is a karma indriyas. That is correct, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so this is the way the flow happens, right? Uh, Now I will draw a bit more simpler diagram. Okay, Mm, and you will see the components in each part. There are no questions on this?
Fine, sir. Fine. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, so the video will be there. If you want, you can, listen to this once, twice, multiple times. And if you have any questions, you can note down and I will answer it to you the next time when we meet. Okay? Acha. Now let me give you another angle and then we will close for the day. Uh, Let me just see how can I. Okay. So now, as I was telling you, that we have to quickly recapitulate this is the unmanifested prakriti or the energy. This is the pure consciousness. They form the spiritual part. Out of them comes the buddhi. Out of buddhi comes the ahankara. Out of ahankara comes the tanmatras. Out of ahankara, you have uh, manas here. You have uh, karmendri here. You have, say, gyanendri here. And from this, you have the panch mahabhut. Okay. Are you able to connect to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me just put in the names so that it becomes simple. This is called mool prakriti. Mool means the foundation of prakriti. This cannot be seen. Huh? This is invisible. Okay. This is purusha. Purusha means pure consciousness. Purusha also cannot be seen. This is the first starting point of the creation, which we call buddhi. Buddhi means the universal intelligence. Buddhi creates the individual mind, the doer mind, the creator mind, which we call ahankara. It has all the knowledge, all the energies. This creates manas. Okay. This creates manas. This creates, you can say, uh, mm, let me write Gyanendriyas. Gyanendriyas. And this creates karmendriyas. Is it clear to you? And, and ahankara creates tanmatras. And tanmatras create panch mahabhuta. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, now let's look at it slightly differently. Let me draw the arrows also so that you can understand, right? From here, this starts, then this, then this also comes, this also comes, and this also comes, and from here, this comes. Okay, this is clear?
Mm.
Okay. So, Panchama Bhuta is also called as Prithvi, the five gross elements of matter. Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, and Akash. Okay? Acha. Now let us look at the divisioning between all of them. So, what is the divisioning? The divisioning is what I have told you earlier, but in a very simple way. I will give you a bit more detailing about it. This is one part. This is the other part. Okay. So, what is happening here? This portion is spiritual. This is our spiritual part, right? This portion is mental. This is also our part. We have the universal intelligence in us. We have infinite energy in us. We have infinite consciousness in us. And we are creating matter. Okay? This is the material part, the matter or material world. Material part, or you can call this a world because this is what we see physically outside. Uh, so these are the three divisions, and this is how it flows. So the mool prakriti always exists. The purusha always exists. Then my universe gets born. And out of my universe, my ahankara creates my world. So you and I are in the same universe in a way. We are part of the same mool prakriti. We are part of the same ocean. But you are seeing a different part of the ocean. I am seeing a different part of the ocean. So my ocean is different and your ocean is different because of our limitations of our sensing organs. Though the ocean itself is infinite, but my sensing is not infinite. So I cannot see the whole stuff. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is happening here? Let's see. The spiritual dimension, okay? Mm, The spiritual part in us, this portion, okay, has a particular characteristic, I'll tell you. And this portion has another particular characteristic. And this portion has a third characteristic. Okay. And beyond the material world, there is no further creation. It stops. So, this part, the spiritual part, has a very unique property. It is infinite. And this part, the material part, has another unique quality. It is finite. And the mind is the vehicle which can take you from the finite to the infinite. So the mind, when it is looking at the world, it is finite. And when the mind is looking at the spirit, the consciousness, the Atma, the Ishvara, it is infinite. So if we learn to look inside our mind, we can see the infinite. But if we only look at the world outside, we will be limited to the finite. That is why the same man, he is born limited, but he can become unlimited. When he starts going inside, he can become unlimited. He can become the ultimate. So man can evolve. Man has a very special quality of evolution. And how can he evolve? Uh, Man can go from here to here. Or this is not the right symbol. Let me just change it. Yeah, man is born here in the world. He can go from the world to this point. This journey from the world of limitations to the world of unlimited quantities, unlimited knowledge, unlimited power is yoga. So, this reverse journey is called the yogic journey. So, this is yoga. Are you there? This reverse journey is the journey of yoga. So, in us, there is some power to see only the limited. In us also, there is some power which can take us from the limited to the unlimited. And there is in us some power which can actually make us unlimited. And once we become unlimited, then we need not become limited again. Then it becomes an irreversible one-way journey. And once we understand this method, this philosophy, this technique of growing from the finite to the infinite, from the limited to the unlimited, then we have the capability to do anything in our life. We can become a Siddha yogi with mystic powers. We can become the richest person on the planet. We can take this world to a new age like Satyuga. We can create heaven on this planet. We can create a new universe. We can become a devta like Hanuman, like Ganesh. We can become Ishvara. We can become an avatar. So all these possibilities open up once you read about this, study this, and practice this. So that is the beauty of the whole thing. Yeah. So I would suggest each one of you to go through this video multiple times till you grasp this meaning. And in case you have any questions, I'm always available to help and guide you. So thank you so much. Namaskar and Hari Om.